So let me get this straight. A black man shoots two white teens who were ding-dong ditching his house at 3 a.m. and the system moved so fast it broke his own damn neck. Arrested, charged, denied bond. It's giving no time to explain, just ruined his life. But when black teens get gunned down for existing in the wrong neighborhood, y'all always need 72 hours, a protest, and a trending hashtag just to open an investigation. Let's talk about it. What's up, y'all? Thank you for tuning into the Culture Debrief, where we break down the latest drama in black culture. Because let's be real, if we don't talk about it, who will?
Social media trend turned deadly after a Virginia high school student was shot and killed Saturday for doing a TikTok door knock prank.
So envision this for a second. It's 3 a.m., you're in your house, dead silent, maybe you just fell asleep, maybe you live alone. You hear rustling outside, then bam, 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 someone's banging at your door. You get up, adrenaline's pumping, your heart is racing, you don't know who it is, another bang, another knock, footsteps running off. You look through the peephole, nothing. You open the door, and then suddenly again, knock, 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 laughing, footsteps. Now it's not funny. It's fight or flight. But here's the kicker. It's not a burglary. It's 3 teenagers recording a prank video for TikTok. That's what 18-year-old Michael Bosworth Jr. and his friends were doing that night on May 3rd, 2025 in Spotsylvania County, Virginia. And 27-year-old Tyler Chase Butler, a black man, opened his door and unalived Michael, injuring another. And the legal system said, we don't need context. Second-degree murder, malicious wounding, use of firearm, no bond. All before the sun came up. Now let's go ahead and play America's most uncomfortable game, Flip the Race. Imagine if 3 black teens had ding-dong ditched a white man's house at 3 a.m. He panics, thinks it's a robbery, shoots, and unalive one of them. You really think he'll be sitting in a cell right now? Because I don't, and you don't either. Let's rewind back to 2023. Ralph Y'all, black, 16-year-old, was just trying to pick up his little siblings. He went to the wrong address, knocked on the door, and a white man shot him in the head through the glass. Did they arrest him immediately? No. Did they file charges that night? No. Did they take him to Burger King afterwards? Yeah. Okay, I lied. But he did get to sleep in his own bed that night. He probably got a sip of coffee the next morning while the kid was still in the hospital bed with a bullet lodged in his brain. The police said they needed time to investigate. You mean to investigate the fear of a boy holding sheet music and a cell phone? Yep, that one. They needed time to figure out that grand mystery. Unfortunately for them, we were paying attention this time, because only after the internet exploded, celebrities posted, and protests broke out in the streets, only then did they finally bring charges. Meanwhile, Tyler Chase Butler wasn't offered the same courtesy. He was a black man who shot a white teen, and even though he thought his home was under attack in the middle of the night, totally irrelevant, doesn't matter, and suddenly the system remembered how handcuffs work. And don't get me started on the original I was feared for my life playbook, George Zimmerman. Trayvon Martin, 17, walking home, hoodied up, skittled and iced tea in his hand. Zimmerman followed this kid through the neighborhood after 911 literally told him to stay in his car. Unlike Tyler Butler, who was drinking water and minding his business in the comfort safety of his home, Zimmerman stalked that boy. He confronted that boy, and when Trayvon had the audacity to defend himself from being stalked by a stranger for blocks, he shot and killed him. And what did Florida do? Nothing. They didn't arrest him. They didn't investigate him. They didn't even touch him. It took weeks of outrage, national marches, and a political firestorm before Zimmerman even saw the inside of a courtroom. And when he finally got there, he walked free, smiling like he just won a parking ticket dispute. All because he said he was afraid. And in America, white fear is law. But Tyler Butler's fear doesn't matter in that system. It's a pattern. Black men don't have the right to be afraid. In this system, a 17-year-old Trayvon Martin didn't have the right to be afraid, even being stalked for blocks at night out in public by a complete lunatic stranger. And in the system, Tyler Butler doesn't have the right to be afraid, even in his home when someone's banging on their door at 3 a.m. And let me pause for just one moment. Michael Bosworth Jr. didn't deserve to die. He was 18, a senior in high school, hours away from prom. His girlfriend wore his bow tie to prom because she didn't have a date anymore, and that's devastating. But it's possible to grieve a young life's loss and still question why the system handles black shooters like felons and white shooters like victims of circumstances. Because this isn't just about a TikTok prank gone wrong. This is about how fast the wheels of justice turn when black folks are the ones holding the gun. This is about how suddenly law enforcement seems to know how to actually enforce the law when the person pulling the trigger isn't white. It's not that Tyler Butler was wrong for defending his home. It's that white men have done for worse and walked away with GoFundMe checks and Fox News interviews. But let a black man react the same way, suddenly it's second-degree murder. So here's the truth, and it's ugly. When white kids knock on your door at 3 a.m. and you shoot, you're a monster. But when black kids do it, you're a hero with excellent aim. So let that sit with you for a second. And while you're sitting, subscribe to the channel, like this video, and drop a comment. Because if Tyler Butler were white, do you think he'll be in jail if those teens were black pranksters? Or would the media be already printing out his Second Amendment American hero merch? Let me know.